I keep saying I'm fine, not because I am, because fine is a small enough word to fit through the space between somebody asking how I'm doing and them realizing they do not have time for the answer. So I say, I'm fine. Meanwhile, my desk is disappearing beneath sticky notes. Green ones, pink ones, blue ones, tiny paper witnesses to all the things I was afraid I would forget, and then forgot anyway. I used to make lists. One list, a clean list, a reasonable list. Now, every thought becomes its own emergency. Call this person, answer that email, pay this bill, finish that task, remember the thing you were supposed to remember before you remembered the other thing you forgot. My brain has become a room where everyone is talking and nobody is taking notes. And everything keeps falling out. Names, deadlines, promises, the reason I walked into the room, the sentence I was holding while someone else was speaking, especially that sentence. Because my thoughts do not wait politely. They do not raise their hands. They pound on the inside of my teeth, screaming, "Let me out now or I will disappear." So I interrupt, and I interrupt, and I interrupt. I watch unfinished sentences collapse between us. I see the frustration before anyone has to name it. I hear how hard it is to keep rebuilding a conversation after I've knocked pieces out of place. And all I can think is, oh God, I'm hurting people again. Not on purpose, never on purpose. But the intention does not erase the impact. And knowing that does not magically give me control over a mouth that keeps moving faster than the part of me trying to stop it. So I apologize. Again, and again, and again, until sorry becomes the most organized thing about me. And afterward, I watch every face, like it's a weather report. A pause means anger. A sigh means anger. A quiet voice means anger. A normal voice somehow also means anger. My brain can turn everything into evidence. Everyone is mad at me. Everyone is tired of me. Everyone has finally noticed I'm one missing deadline wearing a name tag. At work, I carry tasks in my head like glasses filled to the rim. Do not spill. Do not drop one. Do not forget which one belongs to whom. Smile, answer, fix, remember. And every time somebody adds one more thing, I feel the whole tower lean. But I keep saying, I've got it. Because I used to have it. Because there was a version of me who could hold all of this. Or at least make it look like she could. Now I get home and there is no home. There's only a second shift with softer furniture. There's money. There's illness. There are questions with no good answers. There are bills that do not care how scared I am. There are people I love whose pain I cannot organize into a checklist. I cannot write "fix the future" on a sticky note. I cannot underline it twice and make it possible. So work follows me home. Home follows me to work. And I stand between them like a door being pushed from both sides. I am exhausted. Not tired. Exhausted. Tired is something sleep can solve. This is deeper. This is waking up already behind. This is carrying yesterday into tomorrow because today never stopped happening. This is lying in bed with every muscle begging for silence while my brain starts a staff meeting at midnight with no agenda. My body is still, but inside me everything is running. My heart, my thoughts, every mistake I have ever made suddenly training for a marathon. My brain has the zoomies. And I know that sounds funny. It almost is. Until it's 3 a.m. and your eyes burn, and your body aches, and your thoughts are sprinting laps around every worst-case scenario they can find. What if the money runs out? What if the people I love do not get better? What if I ruin things at work? What if everyone is angry? What if everyone is angry? What if everyone is angry? What if I make one impulsive decision that becomes another problem I do not have the energy to solve? What if this is who I am now? A pile of sticky notes pretending to be a person. I keep saying I'm fine, but fine does not lose sleep trying to remember what it already forgot. Fine does not feel electricity moving beneath its skin. Fine does not walk through the day with its jaw clenched from trying to appear calm. Fine does not need 6 reminders to complete one task and then forget where it put the reminders. Fine does not feel guilty for speaking, guilty for forgetting, guilty for being tired, guilty for needing help, guilty for needing people to understand something I do not even understand myself. I am not fine. I am overwhelmed. And those are not the same thing. I am not careless. I am carrying too much with a brain that has stopped telling me where it put things. I am not selfish because my words arrive too early. I am afraid they will disappear. I am not lazy because I cannot begin. Sometimes the distance between knowing and doing is wider than anyone can see. I am not dramatic because everything feels urgent. My nervous system has pulled every fire alarm and forgotten how to turn them off. And maybe I am not a disaster. Maybe I am a person living through too many disasters at the same time. Maybe my sticky notes are not proof that I have failed. Maybe they are proof that I am still trying to catch what keeps falling. Maybe every apology does not have to become a punishment. Maybe I can be responsible without being cruel to myself. Maybe I can say I am struggling without adding, and therefore I'm bad. Because I am not bad. I am exhausted. I am frightened. I am overloaded. I am trying to hold work, money, illness, love, guilt, and the expectations of everyone around me with 2 hands that were already full. So no, I am not fine. But I am still here. Still making the lists, still picking up the pieces of each day and asking which ones matter most, still loving people even when my love comes out too fast and too loud and in the middle of their sentence, still trying. And maybe tonight, trying does not have to mean fixing everything. Maybe trying means putting all the sticky notes in one pile, turning off the light, and letting one unfinished thing remain unfinished. Maybe trying means admitting that I cannot keep being the emergency contact for every emergency in my life. Maybe it means saying, I need help. Not because I'm weak, because even bridges have weight limits, and I have spent too long letting everyone cross without telling them I am cracking.